Brett James Cornelius, June the 5th, 1968, died September the 18th, 2025, was an American country music singer, songwriter, and record producer based in Nashville. James' compositions have been credited on 494 recordings by a wide variety of artists. Signed to Career Records, a division of Arista Nashville, as a solo artist in 1995, James charted 3 singles and released a self-titled debut album that year. He returned to Arista as a recording artist in 2002, releasing 2 more singles. He was killed when his Cirrus SR-252 crashed near an elementary school close to the Macon County Airport in Franklin, NC, on 2002 in Tucson, NTZ. The afternoon of September the 18th, 2025, 2 other passengers on the aircraft also died in the crash. Since the early 2000s, James has become known primarily as a songwriter for other country and pop music artists. Among his compositions is Carrie Underwood's 2006 number 1 hit Jesus Take the Wheel, which received Grammy Awards for Best Country Song and Best Female Country Vocal Performance. His writer's credits also include number 1 hits for Jessica Andrews, Martina McBride, Kenny Chesney, Rodney Atkins, and Jason Aldean. Singing career. James was born in Columbia, Missouri. His father was a physician, Darsam Cornelius, and his mother was Carolyn. James graduated from Christian Heritage Academy High School in Del City, Oklahoma in 1986. He attended Baylor University, pledged Sigma Chi fraternity, and graduated in 1991 with a Bachelor of Science degree. He attended medical school for a time in the early 1990s, but dropped out to pursue a musical career as a recording artist on Career Records, a subsidiary of Arista Nashville, in 1995. That year, he released his self-titled debut album, which included the charting singles Female Bonding, If I Could See Love, and Worth the Fall. Also included on this album was Wake Up and Smell the Whiskey, which was co-written and later released as a single by Dean Miller in 1997. In addition, he appeared on 2 compilation albums issued by Arista Nashville. The first of these was 1996's Star of Wonder, A Country Christmas, on which he sang What Child Is This? And the other was a country gospel album entitled Peace in the Valley, to which he contributed a recording of What a Friend We Have in Jesus. This latter album was also promoted via a special on the Nashville network TNN, now Spike. In 1998, James and Tammy Graham were both dropped from Career Records when it merged with Arista Nashville. James returned to his singing career in the early 2000s. After declining to join the band Six Wire, he re-signed with Arista Nashville and began working with producer Dan Huff. Although he twice charted in the top 40 of the Hot Country Songs charts with Chasing Amy and After All, he never released a full album songwriting career. In 1998, James was at a low point. He had left medical school at the University of Oklahoma after 1 year to go to Nashville to make a career. But after 9 months of waiting tables and attending many open mic nights, he had not had much success, and he was dropped from his recording and publishing deals. James thought he was in the wrong business, according to entertainment writer David Ross. James met with producer Mark Bright, who agreed to sign him for very little money to Bright's new publishing company, Terracell Music, as its first and only writer. 6 weeks into the agreement, James was accepted to medical school and decided to go back. Bright asked him if he would continue to write songs anyway, to satisfy the 1-year agreement, and James promised to write every 3rd day. He kept his promise, later saying, "It was a big creative shift, letting go of the dream of being a big star and just trying to write some cool music." He wrote many songs including Jesus, Take the Wheel, and Cowboy Casanova for Terracell, and his songs were recorded by artists such as Faith Hill, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, Jason Aldean, Jessica Andrews. Martina McBride and later Carrie Underwood. Within the year's contract with TerraCell, James had a hot streak of 33 songs to be recorded by major artists. In 2000, James quit school for a final time. The dean of the medical school agreed with James that his success as a songwriter was undeniable and wished him well, saying, "You have to go and do this, but you can't ever come back." His singles for other artists in the early 2000s included the number one hits Who, I Am by Jessica Andrews and Blessed by Martina McBride. He continued to write for other artists, with two more of his songs topping the charts, When the Sun Goes Down by Kenny Chesney and Uncle Kracker, and Jesus, Take the Wheel by Carrie Underwood in 2004 and 2006 respectively. Jesus, Take the Wheel also won a Grammy Award for Best Female Country Vocal Performance and Best Country Song, the latter of which was awarded to James and the song's other two songwriters. Rodney Atkins, It's America Chesney's out last night, and Carrie Underwood's Cowboy Casanova, all co-written by James, also topped the country charts. In 2009, in Carrie and Gakin Justice, in the 9 to Sin de Justice and 9. 2010, James charted number one with Jason Aldean's The Truth and Chris Young's The Man I Want to Be. Named James their Country Songwriter of the Year in 2006 and again in 2010. Known country artists who have recorded his works include Kelly Clarkson, Backstreet Boys, Bon Jovi, and Paulina Rubio. James also co-wrote American Idol Season 10 winner Scotty McCreery's debut single, I Love You This Big. In 2008, James also began working as a record producer, with his production credits including Grayson's We Weren't Crazy, Christy Lee Cook's Why Wait, a Renique release of Taylor Swift's self-titled debut album, Jessica Simpson's Do You Know, and Kip Moore's Up All Night.